Hello and welcome back to the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where in the last episode we got knocked out of the cup by top flight side Shark United. And in this episode was the first leg of the double headers against the only team we haven't faced in the division yet, Portuguese side Irmaos Unidos, who currently sits in 5th place, 3 points above the relegation zone. Compared to AC Samba and Taunton Town, this should hopefully be an easier task, but then again this is Division 2, so we can't take our opponents too lightly. That said, however, Irmaos Unidos have been hit by some pretty key absentees. Their goalkeeper, Delfino Elivas, is injured, and that's been for a few games actually, while Diego Capel is suspended for this match. Add to that, Castellar, Nolso and Crespo are all on 2 yellow cards and 1 game away from suspension. Interesting to see that. However, we ourselves aren't in too much better shape. Reiter Tau Etta is injured for this game. He was stretchered off in the Shark United match, and that is a huge blow for us, as he is fast becoming one of our best midfielders, overtaking Wajuna in terms of importance. He'll be a big miss for this match, so hopefully young 20-year-old Azrat Zairi can fill the void left by the absence of Reiter Tau Etta. Irmaos Unidos line up in a 3-5-2 formation with David Ladero in goal. A back three of Torquil Norso, Jesus Garcia and Roy Arthur. Midfield of Bruno Crespo, Owen Kendrick, Abelardo Pim, Antunes Carrera and German Torres. And the front two of William Huddleston and Ramiro Moreira. On the bench, Fabrizio Velio, Alipo Morao, Hernani Valdemar and Ronaldo Igreja. Pretty strong bench there actually. Knights line up with Ant Connolly in goal, back four Pim van der Kruis, Ibrahim Qamara, Ledley King and Aquila Santa Maria. Midfielder Pierre Feslink, Wajuna, Azrat Zairi, Alvito Roma and Raymond Hargreaves. And up front Celso Mota. Benches Ryan Mulligan, Devin Reilly, Oliver Wan and Ian May. We're live to the Estadio de Libertad for the match. Irmaos Unidos are in the blue strip playing from left to right with German Torres as their captain. Knights are in the red and yellow strip playing from right to left. Other matches in the division, we've got a huge match in terms of our own agenda here as AC Samba against Sporting de Quinta, and now we really need both of those teams to slip up in points because they are our 2 nearest challengers as the standings stand. Taunton Town also quite close, and they're at home against FC Dragos, while there's the bottom of the table encounter between Sport Lisbon Benfica and Lotus FC, both of who are in the relegation zone. And we'll get this match underway as the halfway point of the season approaches, and 4 minutes in, Knights have a chance with Celso Mota! And it's an excellent save by young David Ladero. Well, that's an interesting start from the young keeper there. And we've got a card for Irmaos Unidos. German Torres has been yellow card for elbowing. 10 minutes played. That's Slodonia nil, Irmaos Unidos nil. But Unidos have a chance here. Owen Kendrick! And missed the goal by Hair's breath. Well, Unidos show that they've got a bit of some bite to them here. We've got a free kick in a dangerous position here. There's a chance here. Pierre Feslink! And he scores! The young goalkeeper stood no chance against Pierre Feslick's deadly free kick there, and he's taken the lead. Also, AC Samba have taken the lead against Sporting de Quinta in the big match there, so they're up to 2nd place as things stand. That's pretty big. As William Huddleston lobbed from outside the area, and saved by Ant Connolly. So far, so good. Pretty comfortable so far. Lotus taking the lead against Sport Lisbon Benfica, and they're going to be out of the relegation zone as things stand. So Irmaos Unidos going to the relegation zone, but they're a free kick with Ramiro Moreira. And it's easily handled by Ant Connolly. Well, as we come towards the last 15 minutes of the first half, there's currently 1-0 on that Slodonia with a free kick from Pierre Fesnik, the only goal of the game so far. William Huddleston has been yellow card for tackling behind. There's been another goal in the AC Samba Sporting de Quinta match. AC Samba 4-0 up at half time. Here, meanwhile though, it's 1-0 on that Slodonia. But it hasn't entirely been so comfortable because Irmaos Unidos have had their fair share of chances. They've created 3 compared to just our 2. So, as we get the second half underway in a moment, hopefully Knights can control the game, press on, try and get another goal and win this game to establish a pretty good advantage in the league. So, as we get underway, now! And in the early exchanges, Knights have a chance here. It's Aquila Santa Maria with a toe kick on goal, and it's easy for David Ladero, the young goalkeeper, to save. This young goalkeeper is up a surprising performance here. A precisely headed by Bruno Crespo, and there's an equaliser. Irmaos Unidos have equalised. The Portuguese are level. Bruno Crespo has equalised with German Torres' cross turning into the back of the net, and they're level again. So, German Torres, lob header and goal. And he's taken the lead. Unbelievable. In the space of just 10 minutes, Knights have collapsed. German Torres has given... No, he hasn't. The goal has been disallowed. Controversial there because of doubtful offside, but Knights on the ropes here. Irmaos Unidos have got another chance for Mira Moreira. And it's another goal. Irmaos Unidos have taken the lead. Across from Abelardo Preen, turned in by Ramiro Moreira, and now they are in the front. We are set for our second division of the season, unless we can find an equaliser. Come on team, we can do this. Our matches, you can see that Lotus are winning against Sporting Benfica. AC Samba pretty much won Sporting against Sporting de Quinta. Celso Moto diving header on goal, and it's wide by clear margin. Ooh. Living dangerously here. Knights of Sardinia are not going to get established much of an advantage here. William Huddleston towards the goal. Reflex save by the goalkeeper. As things stand at the halfway point, AC Samba are going to be our nearest contenders, and they're only behind by a single point. Another chance for Unidos. Bruno Crespo! That's an easy save by the goalkeeper. Wow, this is a turn up for the books, really. We probably weren't anticipating that this team would give us much trouble, but they have. And as a result, Knights of Sardinia FC have slipped to their second defeat of the season. After losing to AC Samba, this is probably an even bigger defeat, and rather unnecessary defeat when all our promotion rivals have beaten this team. We, however, have managed to lose, so that is really, really bad for us. Jesus Garcia is the man of the match for Irmaos Unidos. Pim and Kruis the man of the match for Knights of Sardinia FC. So what exactly went wrong here? Well, having a look at the tactics reports, Irmaos Unidos gambled on playing normal aggression with Tony Nolan, which is normally where you play careful, but they decided to go normal, so they had a bit of an aggression advantage there. Secondly, on top of that, they benched one of their key midfielders who just happened to be the guy we tried to man mark. That didn't really help us in any way. It meant that Irmaos Unidos' midfield performed to their full capacity, and with no playmaker, that meant that they were able to outgun our midfield and eventually get the win. So it's very disappointing to lose that game in the end, but understandably why. We did not do enough to win the game in the end, and in the end we got even worse result than we could have anticipated. But anyway, that was that. Let's see the team of the week. Team of the week is Todd Potter of AC Samba in goal. A back four of Jesus Garcia, Irmaos Unidos, Emiliano Milario, AC Samba, Teddy Vastiano, FC Dragos, and Pim van der Kruis, Knights of Sardinia FC. Midfielder Prisong, AC Samba, Augusto Mercury, Sporting de Quinta, Pavel Oliveira, FC Dragos, and German Torres, Irmaos Unidos. A front two, Ramiro Moreira, Irmaos Unidos, and Reno Tedesco, AC Samba. Yoka Mashinda of Lotus FC was the manager of the round. So, at the halfway stage of the season, Knights of Sardinia are the league leaders with 5 wins and 2 defeats to leave us on 15 points, but just 1 point behind our AC Samba on 4 wins, 2 draws and 1 defeat. That's 14 points in total. Sporting de Quinta sit third after 4 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats. Irmaos Unidos are up to 4th after their win over us, ahead of Taunton Town on goal difference, who were in promotion contention earlier, but have now slipped to 5th place. Both sides have 3 wins, 1 draw and 3 defeats. Lotus FC in the relegation zone with 1 win, 4 draws and 2 defeats. Not really ideal getting so many draws like that. FC Dragos have won 2 games, drawn 1 and lost 4 to sit in 7th place in the league, which is a big surprise considering I was anticipating them to be one of the promotion contenders for this season. Finally, Sport Lisbon Benfica sit bottom of the league with just 1 win and 6 defeats, with just 3 points for the season, although their win did come against AC Samba of all teams. Anyway, that's it for this episode. In the next episode, it's Irmaos Unidos once again. We're out of the cup, so there's no more cup matches there. So instead, we will be looking at our next league game, which starts the second half of the season against Irmaos Unidos.